Hello, my name is Keenan Harding, and today I want to share with you a generalized model of a plant cell. First, in which I want to talk about the energy organelles. First is the chloroplast, which is right here, and it's a membrane-bounded organelle in algae and plants with chlorophyll containing membranes, thylakoids, where photosynthesis takes place. The thylakoids are these green guys inside. Next, I like to talk about the mitochondrion, which is right here, the membrane-bounded organelle in which ATP molecules are produced during the structural process of cellular respiration. The next one is this big sucker here. It's a central vacuole, a membrane-bounded sac larger than a vessel, usually function in storage and contain a variety of substance. In plants, the central vacuole fills much of the interior of the cell. The next one is a cell of adjustment cell, which is right here. But the cell wall is all this which surrounds it. It's the structure that surrounds a plant, fungal or bacterial cell and maintains the cell's shape. Next is the plasma membrane. The plasma membrane is this yellow stuff around the rim, which the membrane surrounding the cytoplasm consists of a phospholipid bilayer with embedded proteins. It regulates the entrance and exits of molecules. Next is the cytoplasm. The cytoplasm is all this stuff which is contents of cell between the nucleus, the nucleides region of bacteria, and the plasma membrane. Next is the plasmodesmata, which is right here. It allows only water and small solids to pass freely from cell to cell. Next is the centrosome, which is right here, and it constricted regions on a chromosome joining two sister chromosomes. Next, I'm going to talk about the nucleus, this big guy right here. It contains the genetic material DNA. Nucleus is the site of ribosome formation. Now I'll get more into depth inside of it, which is the nuclear envelopes, or these little green things. It contains pores that allows the substance to pass from the nucleus to the cytoplasm. Next is the nuclear pores, which are on the outside, and they're pores that are like on your skin, and it allows the nucleus to communicate with activities in the cytoplasm. The nucleus, which is this guy right here in the nucleus, a dark staining spherical body that produces ribosomal subunits. Next, I like to talk about all of this, which is the chromatin network of fibrils consisting of DNA and associated proteins observed within a nucleus that is not dividing. Next, I'd like to talk about the ribosome attached to rough ER. RNA, which are these little dots right here all around this, and their RNA and proteins in two subunit sites of proteins synthesis in the cytoplasm. Next, I like to talk about the endomembrane system, connecting of membranous structures involves in transport within the cell. The rough ER is all of this, and it's a main membranous system of tubulous vessels and sacs and cells has attached to ribosome. Next, I want to talk about the smooth ER, which is the membranous system of tubulous vessels and sacs in a eukaryotic cell lacks attached. Next, I'd like to talk about the lysosome. The lysosome is this, which is a bacteriophage life cycle in which these virus incorporates its DNA into that of a bacterium, occurs preliminary to the latex cycle. Next, I like to talk about the Golgi apparatus, which are these guys right here, and they're organelles consisting of sacculus and vessels that process, package, and disputes molecules about or from the cell. Next, I'd like to talk about the vessels, which are these right here. They're small membranes bounded sacs that store substance in a cell. Next, I'd like to talk about the cytoskeleton, internal framework of a cell consisting of microtubes, actin filaments, and intermediate filaments. The microtubule are these little tentacles connecting, and they're small cylindrical organelle composed of tubercle proteins around an empty central core, presents in the cytoplasm centrals of the fragula. Next, I like to talk about the filaments, which are more of these weird looking tentacles that connect to these guys, and they're end-to-end chains of cells that forms as cell divisions occurs in only one plan. In plants, the elongate stalks of a stamen. And last but not least is the ribosome. And the ribosomes are these little red dots that are all around here, and they're RNA and proteins in two supplement sites of proteins synthesis in the cytoplasm. And I like to take a little bit of a moment and share how far I came on a 6th grade project from 1997. Was a plant cell, and then I came this far in life and created this. And I just want to take time to thank anyone who's watching, and I thank you